Advisors were sent running in every direction. A settlement of the swords was happening. The war room was meeting. As the generals were de-arming and taking off their armor, as was custom for a war room meeting, two distinct proposals were given to the Grand Marshal. The first was given by the Wolf Command, which was to finish the conquest of the Shamakad kingdoms and ensure hegemony over northern Hellas. The second was given by the Boar Command, to do a preemptive strike into the Xiadao region, to end the one Shah before they even rise. The Grand Marshal ended up picking the Boar Command's proposal, even though he was of the Wolf Command. With that settled, he summoned his best generals and started drilling his troops for the preemptive attack, hoping to keep the element of surprise on his side. Before the war could start, however, the question of the Oni had to be settled. They supplied the Empire's Korashi, a stone which kept the mages in check and allowed them to be controlled. Needless to say, he gave them a truce. Furthermore, the question of rations for the troops had to be solved as an army marches on its stomach, and so countless bars of serpent bloom were prepared. Yum! Not less than a month after the war started, the Grand Marshal died. It is unclear to historians how he died. However, one of the best generals he summoned became the next Grand Marshal. While a great commander, he was a terrible ruler. Yet the war with the Xiadao had been started, and he intended to end it. The enemy struck first, hoping to catch the command's well-drilled soldiers off guard, but instead they were surrounded and eliminated. But then, an insurrection happened in Seir, catching the rest of the Xiadao armies. Such good fortune for the command. After that, the well-organized armies of the command were able to destroy the individual armies of the Xiadao, and so the war ended, with 7 new provinces being added to the growing command. Welcome back, everyone, to the Commanding the Command campaign with me, Hobgob Pete, where in this episode, we're going to finish off our conquest of the Xiadao, if we haven't already. And we're also going to react to this news I have to share right now. I called it. I totally did. He's a mythical conqueror. Yes. Great. He's also 30, which means he's probably not going to die for a very long time. Good tidings that our own amazing Grand Marshal died, right? You know, it really helps. Salty Pete over now. Okay. So let's go into what we need to do in order to make this work. And one of the things we're going to do is we're going to move the Thunderfist, because I'm fairly certain every time you move a clan... Oh, good! He got his disaster. Excellent. That actually makes my life a little bit easier. Maybe he won't be as tempted to attack me. It's happened before. We're going to resettle the Thunderfist clan, as I said, because every time we do this, we get their their little buff. And I don't want to do the Blood Song until we are ready to do something with them. Okay, and it's given me the option of 3 provinces here. Thinking you have to own the entirety of the province to be able to move them. So, what we're going to do is move them to Xiajian. That's what I'm going to say. And that will allow them to start coining it for us, and it also gives us our own land back for free, which is very nice. And out of curiosity, somebody said that I could add extra land. Is it possible? Oh, it is! I don't think I will, and for one reason. I want to keep this corridor open in case I need to do further conquest out this way. So for that reason, I'll keep it under my control at the moment. Now, what we are going to do is immediately start drilling all of our troops, because that is very helpful for us. Never mind. Where do I need to go? The flank. Okay. Whispers in the dark speak of undergrowth, goblin, inter-clan aggression. Goblin on goblin action. Lines in the sand being disregarded, spears being raised in promise of future bloodshed, accusations of clans looking for any excuse to reduce rival clans' holdings to cinders with a gleeful maliciousness only found in undergrowth goblins with an axe to grind. These conflicts could potentially harm production within the Jade Mines, and only aim to increase worry with other coinciding reports of heavy infighting within the streets of the Valley. It is unclear if this is a displeased group of slaves or something much deeper. Either way, the might of the command, should not be challenged by the likes of mere slaves. And just like the dwarves, we still have goblins to deal with. Okay, now we can get these guys drilling. Right, and I'm tempted to go ahead and revoke, but I think it might be in our best interest to stay at war. One thing we are going to do, though, which I didn't quite get to last episode, is ally as Jakuma. So that gets us to 125, and our mission requires us to go up to 150. Now, by any chance, can I send you some money? Probably not, because I have a loan. Nice. We do get a province back, or an area to core back, though. So that's good. Okay. We will not worry about the Golden Highway or temple reconstruction. And next up on my list, the reason I'm actually drilling is to get this army professionalism back up, so I can... Yes, we desperately need that. We need to make sure that we are prepared if Denjaraj comes at us. I am terrified of him. Granted, he doesn't have a ton of manpower, but he's a mythical conqueror. He'll figure something out. And so we shall continue the Koroshi supply with the Azjakuma. Why do I have a looming disaster? Oh, okay, cool. Right. I suppose I can explain a little bit. So, you get Koroshi through imports with the Oni, which gives you 1 each, I think? Where is it? Yeah, so it gives you 1 each. It'll get you to level 1. Yes, we'll do that. That gives points, I happen to know. And the rest you get through your mission tree. And it basically caps your development. But, that's that. Okay. So, as we can see, our army drill is gaining really fast. It's one of the things I actually like about the command. Well, I love all things about the command. But we now gain, because we're drilling most of our armies. If you want to gain 1%, is the max yearly army tradition you can gain by default, and the only way to do that is by drilling all of your possible force limit. We're not going to, because it costs a lot of money to do so. Alright, so next up on the bucket list here, we're going to get rid of you for a manpower guy, yes, which also happens to make the Lion Command very happy. Now I could go ahead and fire instead, I think I'm going to go with the special commissions here. Mostly because I don't see another time when I'm going to have all 60 greater than all 60 of them loyal. 3 marshals, 3 commands. This trinity has guided us from the Jade Mines into River, and will lead us even further beyond. Without them, the Grand Marshal is powerless. But with their support, we can achieve feats that will rival even the conquest of Jahair. So we get 10% morale of armies for 10 years. Speaking of which, when does my truce with you end again? In 10 years. We're gonna go up to speed 5 for a little bit. Ugh. Gross. Since our stability is precious, I do not want to lose it, even though legitimacy is... That feels bad. That really does feel bad. And funnily enough, here we go again. So, the war room meets once more. The settlement of swords has begun. Our friends, our marshals, have lowered their weapons and de-armored. We have 3 proposals on our desk. We can go for the Shamakad again. We can finish our conquest of the Shaken over here. Or the Lion proposes that we attack into Beyond Fang. And since we can't go to war with you for 10 years, I think it's only fair that we go into Beyond Fang. And also because he doesn't have great allies. Plus, I can even call in the Azshakuma if I want to. Hey, speaking of which, can you give me, how many... No, that's none soldiers. Wow, that is... that's depressing. We're gonna go for the Lion Command. The Shamakad one, terrible idea. For this moment, I really do not want to make Denjaraj angry. Whatever I can do to avoid that problem for the current situation, I will do. Okay. Also worth noting that once you finish a campaign, or you pick a new one, I should say, you lose access to the old one. So it's in your interest to complete all of these that you can. And if we look here, what they want today is, you will note that exemplary leadership is like a tier of leadership. It's the most basic one. It actually goes up from there. What? Words, Pete, words. So what you want me to do, so you want me to control... No, you want me to have 5 provinces here. You want me to have Beyond Fang itself. And you also want me to have Beyond Fang. Okay. Xichang. Yeah. Lam Wu. Where the heck's that? That's Lam Wu. Lam Woon. And Jinchang. Jinchang. No, I don't... somehow I don't think that... Well, I might be able to get you. You seem pretty easy. So perhaps. What's the alliance chain look like over here? Okay, good. You're guaranteed by you, so I could strike in, get these 4 provinces very easily. It also gets me access to this, which will stop anybody from trying to steal my trade. From this side, at least. So that's good. We can also move the... I see. Interesting. I actually don't think I'm going to build a river fleet. Because I don't want to lose my access to crowns. I happen to like them. What I will do in the meantime, though, which I've been meaning to do... fine. We will lose some rivalry in order to make the goblins happy. Being which, I can see... Yes, 41. We need to get that even more. It's going to take a while. What was I going to say? Yes, we need to get them happy. Okay. A couple of ways we can do this. We can offer them mill access. Yep. Okay, that gets us a brief 10. What else can we do? We can... Can I tell you you're awesome? Will that do? Isn't that cool? No? Okay. Can I send you a gift? Yes, I can. Okay. 75 ducats to be able to do a mission? Sure. For centuries, we hobgoblins have struggled to control the shamans that live amongst us. Self-serving creatures, commonly known as mages by other countries. The strategy that we've employed until just recently has been to mutilate or just simply execute shamans, ridding ourselves of their chaotic influence, but also eliminated any possibility of using their power for ourselves. However, the Oni of Azjakuma have lately been supplying us with what they call Koroshi, a rare material with the ability to neutralize magic's effects. Using chains of the Koroshi, we've been able to bind shamans and inhibit their powers, only allowing them to use their magic in the capacity of living weapons during battle. Unfortunately, as the command expands, the amount of shamans within our territory increases rapidly, while the amount of Koroshi we control does not. Thankfully, the Oni are willing to increase exports of Koroshi to us, in exchange for protection. Such an arrangement should be formalized quickly, before there are more shamans in the command than there is Koroshi. And so we will. And now we've increased our Koroshi supply. I'm willing to bet it went up to level 2. Yep. So now we can go up to 800, 1200 development. Very easily. Okay, and I think... do I want to start this war right now? Don't I already have full... I'm willing to bet I do. Yeah, I'm already fully integrated with goblins. So I'll get a half price one. Was it a trader? Yes, it was. Good. Good man. I'll be able to use that to quite good use. What I'm also going to do is send my guy back to the stolen gem for just a little bit. I'm thinking I let these guys go for army drill just a little bit more, mostly because it'll help. A well-drilled army will lose less casualties overall than a poorly drilled one. Now, it's not going to be able to hold that forever, and that's why it loses its drill over time. However, that's perfectly fine with me, seeing as how I am probably going to attack into Xiadao, which brings in a couple people, and I'll do that first because he's of the left-hand path, and I want to go straight for Jinchang. It's honestly crazy how many claims it gives me right off the bat. That's ridiculous. I could make this a state. What do I got as far as... Nah. Governing capacity is... Well, go up to your governing capacity if you can. That's what I'll say. We have Seer Separatists once again stirring the pot. So we're going to go ahead and put those guys in Seer proper. I hope they'll be able to handle 16k. Right. Okay, as I said, the reason I'm trying to get up is because I made the mistake last episode of decreasing it by 2. I should have only done 1. Granted, now we're really starting to get our manpower back, so we shouldn't have to do that ever again. But I'm hoping to complete this, which will give us the ability to field special merc armies. Oh boy, and this happens. Yes, my favorite event. The one where I have to tell everybody that they suck. You know, I want to make the wolves happy, but I figure... Oh, their equilibrium's at 62%? Interesting. Well, given that we're probably going to win this war, I don't think this is the right choice. Therefore, I guess I'll give it to the wolves. Sure, whatever. And more Jade-crossed loves. I'll actually read this one this time. A love forged in the embers of an age-old blood feud. The murder of a cousin in a botched street duel, and the shocking deception of a faked poisoning. A concerned family nurse has come forward with a story almost too tragic in nature to be believed. But if to be believed, has only added on to the previously seen complications between Stolen Gem and Blackstone. An unknown wandering goblin vagabond, hailing from the Stolen Gem, has taken the hand of one meant to be betrothed to another in an arranged marriage, intended to reduce tensions. Should we react quickly to such an event, we may be able to recover our face from the view of the people. Some argue for acceptance of such acts, perpetrated in pursuit of such noble ambitions like love for another, regardless of societal difference or obstructions. We can also let the two clans firmly know our stance in this entire matter by publicly decrying their love. This is basically just Romeo and Juliet, but between goblins, and I have to decide. That's kind of based. We got... Nope, that's your problem. You deal with that, not me. Okay, now that these guys are reaching maximum army drill, I feel comfortable moving out once again. Even though I'm not going to be able to get that mission I was hoping to get right out of the way. It's perfectly fine. So with them 100% drilled, that's 40k we can easily use to beat back whatever comes at us over here. And these guys will stay behind to deal with whatever insurrections happen. Can't believe you lost that fight. Okay. Alright, let's go to war with Xiadao. As Jakuma, I'm not even going to bother calling you in. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. Good. Excellent. Okay, from this, we want a couple things. Mostly that. I think I'll try to... Oh, that's locked again. To come. Love to pick up your money, but I can't. It's cursed. Cursed gold. I am going to... This land isn't worth a ton. I don't really want to fight rebels over here. So I won't. These ones I can take care of, though, because if you own a province... If a province is connected directly to another one with a fort, it does not generate separatism when it is taken. And that's ultimately... That's one of the reasons I like to go fort heavy, especially if I'm playing Conquering Nations like the Command, just because it makes that nice, be able to kick you down a notch. Makes this... The separatism is what's going to bug you in the end. It's what's going to destroy you. So it's best to just get out ahead of it? Who are you being attacked by? 2 people? Well, let's make sure they don't... Really? He's dead. You can't be... You gotta be joking me. He died? Well, at least the new guy's better. Oh, because he's a Oh. Yeah. No, that's right. Okay. We've got Rule of the Lions now. Wow. That's gonna be a problem. Yeah. Can I get rid of the... How did this... Does this get automatically revoked on their death? That'd be interesting. I will pick the... Well, if I'm able to complete this campaign... What? How? That doesn't make any sense. Unless you just want me to be at war, okay. In that case... You know what? I think I might go for a different one this time. Which is the one that goes for... AE Impact might actually be very useful. Yeah. AE Impact for a couple reasons. I think we're going to attempt to go for this. Now that I've thought about it, though. Okay, we need Lamwoon, Xicheng, and Beyond Fang. I think the shortest way I can do this is if I go for these... Don't even have to take that province from Beyond Fang. I can go 5 provinces from Beyond Fang is all I need. The rest I can pick up from left-hand path. Oh wait, I don't have claims on that province. I don't? Rats. Rats. Well, there goes that idea. It's good while it lasted. Unless I can get Spy Network going. Maybe, we'll try it. It's worth an attempt, I think. And I'm not going to recruit any more generals, just for the time being. I mostly want to work on getting my army tradition up. And that's actually quite good. I will spend money for that. Now we have this available to us. Once we leave the Jade Mines behind us, we need someone else to govern it for us. But whoever this might be, they need to know all about our ancestral homes, the tunnels and caverns that have sheltered us for ages upon ages. It is time to find promising candidates and prepare them to become our stewards. Oh boy, okay. It has become obvious that while the command's borders continue, their rapid expansion cannot be stifled by any further complications within the Jade Mines. Our administration staff, located within Grunstadt, have gathered a plethora of information surrounding the inner machinations and workings of both Stolen Gem and Black Step mining operations. They have refined the day-to-day operations and inner workings in bizarre, foreign series of machinations, unknown even to us, ideas and concepts that pass under the gaze of the everyday Sunyanin are not even considered as solutions. This inadvertent ingenuity has been acceptable, however. We must elevate them to the capacity of running the mines, handling logistics, keeping their workers fed, and ensuring a smooth transition of raw resources to the forges and smiths, which fuel our own war fronts. We can use this dramatic change in the responsibilities handled by the Undergrowth Goblin clan as leverage to enforce God-lost practices upon them. This, coupled with one of the very same Grunstadian administrators being present during the Stolen Gem versus Blackstep land settlement, can guarantee this process can proceed smoothly. The resources required in this undertaking will be immense, allowing us to choose only one of the Undergrowth Goblin clans under our thrall. Unhappiness and dissent are sure to spread like wildfire as these changes are made true, but with a careful grasp and a mithril fist, the worst is sure to pass. And I don't think the ideas of these guys even differ. No, they don't. It doesn't matter. In the rare chance that you, oh, your capital's already God lost? What? How? Well, in that case, I guess, yeah. Well, if you're already God lost, you've already got a good capital. In that case, then it's the Stolen Gem. Okay. I was going to say, we'll go ahead and ease the Jade Mine tensions once again. It's going to keep being that way. You want me to fire somebody, most likely. You want me to develop to 11. Not gonna happen. Oh. It's only 80 development, plus it'll get them happy enough. I could revoke after war, and I probably will have to because of how ooh, you make generals cheaper, do you? Alright, I'll go with this for the time being. I'm not going to pop it just yet, because I'm pretty sure they're already at... never mind, they're not at equilibrium. Therefore, I will just do it. Out of curiosity... we're of the Lion Command right now, correct? We could do the... No, I don't want the unrest. It's not helpful. And more Koroshi supplies. There's the rebels in Sierra. I was wondering when they were going to fire. We can start drilling those guys again. Okay, and for a lot of money, I can fix my professionalism. Annoyingly. We've only got one diplomat because of that situation with the goblins now. Go figure. We can do this. It'll only get us a coalition against... Yeah, it's not even worth it. It's getting an extra province then for our troubles. I was going to say, let's also pop... Ooh, ooh! Now that's a good general. No, I can't afford it. And he's cruel. Nice. Right. Since we got the ability to do so now, I want to see what these, let's go ahead and put, supply depots in, say, some of the grasslands. Nice. Supply depots only cost $20. They're pretty easy to support. Actually, where do you want this? In the Shamakad region. Pretty sure this entire region is the Shamakad. Yeah. Okay, good. We'll put them in the deserts, just in case we ever fight in the deserts. Make sure we don't get completely screwed up. There's a couple. I'll be honest, I don't ever use supply depots. I didn't even know these were... I should, honestly. I feel like if you were to say what's the one downfall of MP players today, they take too much attrition and they don't use supply depots. I mean, basically, if you're willing to assault a fort with mill points, why wouldn't you just assault a fort with or why wouldn't you be willing to spend mill points to lose less in attrition? Instead of nobility, the higher ranks of Hobgoblin society are made up of the officers. These respected members of society have proven themselves in combat and leadership, and they truly due the respect they deserve. So, winning wars now gives us 5 legitimacy. It also gives us yearly army tradition. Very useful, in fact. Okay, he unconned. Good. So now we will do 5 provinces here. Take a little bit extra gold. Yeah, they're going to be angry. What are you going to do, right? That fulfills a submission somewhere. We now control the hill fort. Xiadao is a vital fortress in protecting Yanshan from the west. With it now under our control, we must make efforts to expand the fortifications and cement our control over the area to ensure that we cannot be flanked, and have our logistics system cut off in any future wars in the region. Xiadao possesses greater significance than being a strategic fort. We have learned that it is one of the last vestiges of Haramar the Great's conquests in Yanshan, in fact. This remnant of great conquest serves as a reminder of the prowess that any great marshal must aspire to surpass. Okay, from Bianfang, I want some land, if you would, please. You're my good general. Okay, we'll send you over that way. I reckon I need to take Beyond Fang, that's for sure. And I stupidly did not check if I could release somebody. Yeah, I could release Chajin. Don't think I will. I need to own Shizjing. Let's check this out. How brutal is this going to be? Okay, so that's 6 provinces right there. Gets me the entirety of the known world angry with me. And I do need it because I need it. No. I can make a more coherent argument than that. Need it because I need to get this ruler with exemplary leadership. Otherwise, we're going to have huge problems later on. Cocoon, our army, the beating drums and hearts of our nation. Our world and pride revolve around the soldiers that put their lives at risk to further push into Rahan. As they stray further and further away from their homes, they need to be supplied with all they need, food being the foremost of all. As is often said, an army marches on its stomach. Okay, I'm curious. How good are these mercenaries? If they show up. There we go. So we get the boar, wolf, and... Ooh, they cost nothing. Interesting. The lion gives a ton of morale. The wolf is super fast and doesn't take attrition. Oh, I can see where that would be useful. And the boar just hits like a brick. They do have very limited manpower, though. So it is worth noting that. Okay. Oh, and they actually have special abilities. I'll have to check those out when we acquire one. Right, but we got a war to finish with. Beyond Fang at this moment in time. Uh-oh. Nope, I'm gonna have to put a stop to that once I get the chance. Can't let you be all-powerful. That'll be a huge problem. Also a huge problem is that oh good, I got... This is its own state, so I don't have to core it. Excellent. We should put special attention into that, actually. Okay, so I'll have Beyond Fang itself as a state. So I can give this to them, the Thunderfist. I can give the Blood Song access to maybe Beyond Fang proper, so I don't have to spend the money to be able to core it. Not 100% sure how I want to do it. Hey, out of curiosity, does the Brown Orc... Yes! Oh, interesting. So another reason you want to move these guys, the Thunderfist, around, is because they make... Each province becomes their capital, becomes Brown Orc, which is one of your accepted cultures. Interesting, I didn't know that. I assumed it reverted. But that's excellent news. Okay, let's go to Ziyun here, see if we can pick up any extra cash. Actually, solve that, will you? Make sure they don't hit us from behind. I hate when I get hit from behind. And there goes Beyond Fang. Excellent. That'll make this very simple. Okay. You want me to gather... You want me to get a commandant? Let's do this from the perspective of who's going to hate me. Wolf hates me, or doesn't kind of hate me. Lion loves me. Okay, Wolf it is. Though... Wolf, yeah, Wolf. I always go from the perspective of who I need to be cognizant of. How did you get up here if you... Oh, never mind. We will see if we can get any money from you. I'd love some war reps. And any day now you want to fall Ziyun. I reckon... Yeah, okay. You'll get out. You'll also give me war reps. Do I care about transfer trade? Not really. I think I'd rather just farm prestige, to be honest. And from Kabeti Talani, I can't get anything else. Okay. Cool. Had to check. We will shuffle this good general, the siege pips over here. This is the main way we're making our money these days, shamefully enough. If I'm going to get into a coalition with them anyways, I might as well, right? Okay, let's get all that figured out. I do desperately need the money. That is... Like I said, with the command, your biggest problem is that you're not going to have a ton of money at any given point in time. What I'm going to make sure that happens, though, is that we have the next Miltech. So we do not need the problem of being outdated in Miltech as the world hates us. They're going to find a reason to hate us, no matter what. Here's an extra 215 ducats, though. And I reckon I can get this after I finish this, and then go stand on your capital. And conveniently, we actually are going to finish this before our truce is up with Zhang Luci, who is growing quite strong. Actually, quite a bit of a dumb move for him, because he, let's make sure that doesn't get taken over by no ropes. Don't want to stay in this war any longer than I have to. It's a dumb move for him, because he loses the ability to field massive armies. So it's just not a great move. And oh boy, more goblin on goblin action. Alright, let's fix that real quick. We will also, oh boy, plenty of rebels today. Okay, Kabeti Talani, you want out? No, you don't. Whatever. I'll make sure you lose plenty. I'll farm extra prestige from you then. Okay. Keep trying to play whack-a-mole in the Jade Mines. Nice, we were able to get them before they devastated a province. That's what you like to see. Ugh. Like I said, I do not want to lose my stability, especially now that I have so little points generation. Okay, and annoyingly, they want to fight. I could lose army tradition. And I think I will, actually. Yeah, let's just make them happy. On. Ugh. And I can make these guys... well... A large stone circular table surrounds a pair of bickering, snippering, undergrowth goblin elders. Various banners representing elite clans of the different estates hang over a handful of hobgoblin administrators. Bone talismans jingle alongside high-pitched squeals, sneers and grumbling filling the large empty amphitheater, with their incessant noise as candles lit hours prior begin burning out at their stems. A tired-looking hobgoblin administrator looks to his peers for affirmation before banging a gavel onto the stone desk. The loud echoing bangs momentarily overpowering the noise and thus stopping the feud and drawing both elders' attention. Respectable Elder Chief Nort, Wise Elder Gaba Bigatooth. We have been gracious enough to host your rapport for as long as we have, but we have unanimously agreed a final decision needs to be made. Chief Nort of Stolen Gem, your call to arms originated from finding the mightiest fungus you had ever laid eyes on, well within Stolen Gem's territorial claims. There is an additional claim of this mushroom-like substance helping your workers concentrate, allowing for a greater yield than your tithe. On the other hand, Plaque of Blackstep argues this cave rightfully belonged to Blackstep and its people long before the gem-crunching snot for brains had any say in the matter. There was a mention of the aforementioned substance and its qualities increasing the pain tolerance of warriors, ignoring wounds most would deem fatal. Both very promising offers indeed, but only one of you will be granted this plot of cave, and that will be the end of it. This dispute has run its course far and wide, and quite frankly, more important matters need to be addressed. And funnily enough, but only one of you will be granted this plot of cave, and that will be the end of it. Nope. Share it. That is my decree. Make it so. Alright, can we get out of Kabeti Talani yet? Come on, just fall. There you go. Good boy. That's you unconditionally. Yep. I'm not even going to bother with war reps over here. Could I pillage? Would it be worth it to pillage? No, I'm not spending 11 aggressive expansion on that. Well, I guess maybe the right idea would have been to, because I'm going to get it anyways. The aggressive expansion, that is. Okay. This'll be... let's count. Let's make sure we got everything we need. Because I don't want to come back here. Okay, I need... nice, and Shikuma. Well done. I need 12 provinces in the area... oh boy. You know what? In the interest of time, I'm going to call this episode here. I'm going to figure out what actually needs to get done between episodes. As always, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more commands.